Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. I wanted to talk a little bit about Oz the Israeli. And the reason that I'm talking about him is not necessarily per se him in particular, but guys like him. Guys who feel the need to take care of women from Thailand, or they have to have a Thai woman or whatever. Listen, I'm of the firm opinion that the spouse, the partner, the woman or the man that you end up with has a lot to do with your geography, the logistics of your relationship. If you live in America and a girl lives in Thailand and she's there for a year and you see her once a month, it's going to be, in my opinion, more difficult to carry on a relationship than if you live in Thailand and you live in the same area she does, or she lives in America, or wherever. If you live in the same vicinity, within striking distance, then it makes sense that you're going to have more opportunities to spend time with each other and get to know one another, and then hopefully your relationship will progress. Now, in Oz's case, he lives in Israel. He's got a completely different culture and religion than the women in Thailand he's trying to hook up with. And he's been hooking up with bar girls, which, I mean, listen, a guy asked me the other day, do I think it's possible for a bar girl to turn her life around? Of course. And I don't think that, personally, I think, if they want to work in a bar, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. All I say, and what I want to make this perfectly clear, is that if you're a man coming to Thailand and you haven't been here or you don't know much about the country, take it for what it's worth. The girl is a prostitute that is working in a bar. And I mean bars geared towards the entertainment districts, geared towards prostitution. Okay? I'm not talking about just some bar on the corner street that Thais go in once in a while to have a drink, or in karaoke to have a drink or whatever. I'm not necessarily talking about that sort of place. I'm talking about places that are known to just be prostitution dens. I mean, Nana Plaza, Patpong, all of Pattaya, Soy Cowboy, Phuket on Soy Bangla. These areas are not the kind of places that you go and say, hey, yeah, man, I'm going to go find myself the girl of my dreams. And Oz has done that. And he's done it in Chiang Mai, in the area from there. I don't remember exactly the specifics of it. But, a guy wrote me yesterday, and he goes by the username of Bruce Lee. And what he wrote to me was pretty prolific. And I've thought it for quite a long time, but he put it rather succinctly. And he said, 26 years of psychology, and I came up with this. When your emotional needs are greater than your need for the truth and reality, then you are in trouble. A woman that loses her father through divorce or death may have a need for male attention. She may not see the true intention of those men. And I believe he's speaking to those men whose emotional needs are greater for the need for the truth. She will be used until where am I at here? Until she sees her need for attention. So he goes on to say, to prove it, I found out that Americans lose $82 billion per year from scammers. Now, the need here is money, and greed is the card the scammers play. Some romantic scammers make millions from lonely people with a huge need for companionship. And that's the thing. When you remove the need, when you remove that, it's not even a need, but if you read that urge, that urgent need, let's put it that way. The urgent need. I have to have a woman. I've got to have one. I can't stand being alone. I've got to be with her. When you get rid of that, women, I could be wrong, but women, I believe they sense that. They know that. They know you're not desperate. And you take it, you're relaxed about the relationship. You don't get freaked out by every little thing. And in Oz's case, I mean, come on, I feel bad for the guy. I know, Oz, if you're watching this, I know you want a woman. But guess what? You can't always have one. Sometimes they're around. Sometimes they're not around. Sometimes you're going to have luck. Sometimes you're going to go through a dry spell. But you know what you do? You just take it one day at a time. You have fun when you're with them. And if it continues, great. If it doesn't, oh well. And believe me, this comes of years of experience. And I can't say I was as bad as you are, or as bad as Oz is. But there were times when I was like, what is going on? Why can't I have a girlfriend? Why can't I find the girl? Why can't I have the one? And eventually I just said, man, I'm tired. I'm tired of always worrying about it. I mean, Oz, aren't you worn out about it? And the other thing is that if you got your whole family telling you, this person is not right for you, and in your gut you're feeling, this person might not be right for me. A relationship should not be something that is so difficult that you've got to fight tooth and nail every minute of every day to make it work. It's just not worth it. Because, listen, let me tell you something. When you're young and you got no responsibilities, you just, you got no bills, you got no responsibilities, you don't have any kids or anything like that. I think it's a lot easier than once you get older, you've got a family, you got bills to pay, you got a future that is going to come to an end at some point, and you want to do something with that time. I think that this necessity to find someone it's fairly illogical coming from Oz, okay? And again, I don't want to single Oz out because let me tell you, I got another email coming. I got an email that a guy sent to me a couple days ago, and we've been communicating back and forth, and it's just sad. That's all I can say. It's sad. I mean, I don't want to keep doing these videos, honestly. I really don't. I'm bored with them. I'm tired of hearing this from guys. It saddens me to see that men are either that desperate or that needy, and that some women are difficult with them. And I understand why they are, because some men, maybe they're very difficult. They get pissed off because the woman doesn't reciprocate their emotions or their affection or whatever. And then next thing you know, you got a blowout, and the women are pissed off at the men, or the woman's mad at the man's mad at the woman. And I think if you just take it kind of like as, hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, c'est la vie. On to the next one. And I always have said this, but if you watch the Seinfeld show and you see how Jerry Seinfeld deals with women, you will see that he has that c'est la vie attitude. It didn't work. Oh well. Next. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Oz, I wish you luck. You're on your own, pal, because I can't keep dedicating my time to you. You do what you want, but I think if you just take it as it comes, have a good time, have fun, worry about yourself, and worry about what you're doing, and think about your own life, and that will draw people to you instead of looking outward and always trying to reach for somebody else. So anyway, that's all I got. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di la jerken mai.